we were delayed because of Rana taking his long ass vacation.
Yeah. Normal people take like 1 week.
2 weeks, maybe in a year.
Maybe that's
a month and a half.
And then he has to, before he go, he needs some days off.
Yeah.
And after he come back, he needs some days off.
You know, what the hell is that about? Who does that? 2023, what's that about?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing, man.
No. We have no.
How does an Armenian gangster look like?
Like that.
How do they look?
Like that.
They look like you?
Yeah. They're prettier.
Younger.
Much younger.
All right, guys, let's go. Come on. Okay. Welcome. We're back.
After a long break.
Yep. And who had the break?
Yeah, he had the
I don't
break.
know, some
I needed a
fucking
vacation.
Lazy.
I needed a vacation, bro. A well-deserved month-long vacation from this exhausting
environment.
routine. I had to comply here every day to make this guy here richer.
I know how it goes down, but
Richer, yeah.
Roll.
Hard work,
Man,
Come on, guys.
dude.
All right, yeah, it's been a long time. It's been, but we said it in the beginning, like the first podcast when we were talking just you and me. We just said we were going to film whatever the fuck we wanted.
Yeah.
Whenever it's just like this.
Yeah, and we couldn't promise when we released the episodes and stuff like that. And now we did one episode with you.
Yeah.
And we didn't finish.
No.
But we did an hour episode, so it's
An
like
hour.
we had a lot of.
So
things
in
to
other
talk.
words, let's make it quick of the relevant parts so we can get to more important things like
Yeah.
all the shit that's going on
And
in
the
tattooing
gossips
right
and
now and
shit,
all,
yeah.
all that crazy shit.
Yeah. So for all those
Let's
who
fuck it all up.
for all those who didn't see the first one episode, this is Demon from New York City, Brooklyn. Introduce yourselves really fast.
My name is Demon from Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else the fuck to say, but yeah, that's it.
So, did we ever ask you when you started tattooing?
Yeah, you did. The
Yeah,
last
they
episode,
would- yeah.
1989 is when I started my
1989, yeah.
apprenticeship,
Yeah.
and then I finished in 1991, and then from there on, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And then you landed in Gothenburg.
Well, that was years later, though. You know, I
Years
landed in
later.
Gothenburg in 2005.
Right now.
Came here with a Swedish girl because who
Wasn't-
the hell
yeah.
would come here if it wasn't for the fucking, not the weather.
Number one reason of immigration.
That's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as that saying, you know how the boat got on top of the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a pussy had pulled it up there. So, pussy got pulled, bro.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Oh, you're supposed to say that? Oh, okay, I'm sorry for saying pussy.
We just got canceled.
Yeah, we got canceled.
we got
No.
canceled.
But this is the second episode. We're gonna talk a little bit about your stay in Gothenburg, why you moved here, and, but we're not gonna talk for a long time.
Okay, so let's make that
Just
so
like-
make it like quick and okay.
10.
Well, when I got here, you know what I'm saying, I started first when I first got here. The first months I was working with Jonas. You guys remember that from
I
Crazy
remember
Color?
that guy, yeah.
And then we just went on to our own thing, which was Bring It On Tattoos with the other Jonas
Right.
Wilkinson. You know, I think I mentioned that the last time as
A
well.
lot of Jonases in there.
There's a fucking load of them.
It's a
Jonas is
common name in Sweden.
yeah, it's like Volvos. They're everywhere. So
Jonases and Ingas.
yeah, there's a lot of Ingas, man.
A lot of.
A matter of fact, we
And
don't
Johans.
have any Ingas.
You know any Inga?
Yeah.
Inge, but not
Inga.
Ingas.
Inga.
Ingas is like the Swedish girl name of movies, but it doesn't
Right.
exist.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, but it's not that common.
It's not that common?
Like every Swedish person, like a woman you meet in a movie, they call
What's
Inga.
it?
My name is Inga from Sweden.
From Sweden.
My name is Inga from Sweden.
And that is not true.
That's not true. Okay.
So you started there, and you opened the Bring It On.
Yeah, we opened up Bring It On. It lasted for some years there. You know, we were doing
We've
our
been
thing.
laying there like 5 years, something like that.
About 6 years, something
Right.
like that. We were there 6 years, and then, the reason why I came here we decided we want to be together no more, and then I was going to go back to the States, but then I have a son here, and I decided to stay here anyhow, and you know how that goes, and then I moved there was with Heidi for a little while, and then I wound up with the guys from Never Die. Then after the Never Die thingy, we did the 5 Points thingy which we recently closed up because creative differences. Let's say it like that,
Yeah.
And then I wound up here with these fucks, you know what I'm saying? And
Amigo Inc. Yeah.
with the slave driver.
But that was my plan from the beginning.
I knew it.
2005.
That's what you said. We covered that the last time.
It was my plan.
Yeah, no. Look, now he got his boys here. Like,
bring it to the convention a little bit. Like, I'll make him do some shit there. And
that's why you need your Spanish name of it.
I was starting to believe that this guy was like, I told to the girls, like, bring these guys here.
Yeah.
And they bring.
True.
Yeah.
He was so.
I sent the girls.
He was so like conspiracy, a conspiracy to enslave.
Yeah.
That's besides that, and then I wound up here, and that's so far really nice and good. You know what I'm saying? Working with you guys is really a good experience. You know, it's like every time you work anywhere, you get, that's the whole point, that you get experience and you get some more. You learn other different things, and it doesn't matter how long you've been tattooing, all that. Nobody knows everything in this business. You guys know that.
No.
We learn every day. We learn something new. If you're not, then you shouldn't be in tattooing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
So
you gotta update yourself and
mm-hmm.
and get used to the new world of tattooing.
Yeah,
because it's pretty much like it's a whole bunch of new stuff that we're gonna get used to.
Man, he's bringing that in
smoothly, right?
He's bringing it in
slowly.
Okay, before they even said we're using the pen.
We're using the pen.
We're using the pens. We had to.
And this is for all, like, we are all old timers, and like I'm pretty sure that even if we didn't say it in front of people, we thought about, like, I will never use that shit.
Yeah.
I
did.
Come on.
I did.
And it's awesome.
I had shirts that said, loyal to the coil. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I mean, but do you think that using the pen now is like being unloyal to the coil?
No, it's a better tool.
I think it's
a good tool.
Yeah.
It's a good tool, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a good tool. The thing is, like, the only thing that I missed, that I realized the other day when I came into the shop, it was quiet. And I was like, holy shit, this is not. Oh, even though when we had the flash party, I was like using the coil,
the Dan Cubans and the coil was
just to fucking have the noise. Because
we can play the noise.
I'm trying to.
We can have a speaker.
I tried to do that. Did you remember?
I tried to find tattoo noise, like tattoo machine noise,
like
on Spotify, but it was
white noise.
We need to record that so we can have it. Sometimes when we miss it too much.
No, but I still.
Just have a machine on the background.
Yeah, we could do
just
that.
Have it on.
Yeah, like you used to do when you tuned it. You put it in the for a day, and it was like.
So good. we can still feel
manly about it. We can feel manly about it. I can say we can feel manly about it.
No,
why is it like, I don't know. I think it's stupid. That thinking that using the coil is like you're more manly.
No, it's not that. It's not. I don't think it's not.
It's not that, man. It has nothing to do with that. But it sounds stupid and funny enough to laugh about it.
But the thing is, like, that you hear so many people talking about that, and you see all the time. You even see, like, memes, about, like, the coil tattooer and the pen tattooer, and the differences between. It's always like includes like some kind of like gay.
Yeah, or make it look feminine or something like that.
Exactly.
It's nothing feminine, it's like a machine. No. It's a good tool.
It's a good tool.
And the thing is, like, I had to try it, and I want to use it more because it's better for my neck too. I had like injuries, and like years ago they didn't think that I was gonna tattoo again, and I have to try new stuff, and I feel it's easier, like when.
But isn't that how you got the neck injury? Try new stuff, that self yoga treatment thingy.
Yeah, but that's another episode.
Okay.
trying to reach something.
Yeah, but that's another episode. Can we just skip that? No, but the thing is, like, you have to use stuff that doesn't break you down.
Yeah.
And this is easier, like you can move easily. You can sit right all the time.
It's easy. It's easier on your wrist and
that is true.
And hand and everything.
But then we're gonna start losing these, the money
bumps.
Well, I lost this like long ago.
This is going away.
I don't know why. I lost this one when I stopped using metal tubes.
Really?
Yeah, because like like I think I got it for the grip that has that
the knurl
yeah.
And this one too.
Yeah.
That is getting.
That's because we don't draw anymore.
No.
Oh yeah,
yes we do.
iPad, another tool. Another tool. See, listen, I still use, and I know that I still use the Dan Cuban machines because it's like the hybrid, between rotary and coil.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty decent machine, and I don't care what anybody says. They're good machines to use.
Yeah, it's a good machine.
And the coil, the what do you call it, the pen machines. They're depending which ones you get. They're pretty good as well too. Saying we have like right now. We're not gonna say because we don't want none of you getting the same pens. That's why. But we got.
And we're not getting sponsored by
we're getting sponsored by the many. How to mention them?
Yeah. No, we have to say it's not a sponsored episode.
No, we're not.
So we gotta boop every time we say something. So
yeah. But the machine, like we like you started, we have to go with the flow, the future. Like we have to adjust, and. I was like this a long time.
Oh come on! This is only about 2 months ago, brother. Come on, we went out of that case together at the same time. I mean, he was already using them. You know what I'm saying? And Arash was already using them.
I think Arash he was using it when I came here. And like I think, he was using a great tool, but he didn't say anything.
No,
I think he was hiding information from us, and I'm really sad and kind of angry about it.
Oh man,
but
I understand, brother, man.
But
Arash, you're a bad guy, man.
You didn't tell me that.
You didn't say nothing to nobody, bro.
You didn't say anything.
And he
was there like listen. He was like there he tattooing and kind of like I saw his face like kind of singing.
Yeah.
And he's like saying like, and you don't know nothing.
And he hid it in his drawer like that, like his drawer.
He just hid information from us.
Yeah,
that's okay.
But whatever.
But one thing that you bring up the other day. Well, now that we're talking about all this new stuff and things like that, it's a good thing that we have the tools now that are easier to use and it's better for us. It's better for our hands. And I'll repeat this again. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, but I'm loyal. Yeah, listen, I used Quartz for many years. This is a good tool for people that have been using and been tattooing for a long time, or you're starting out now. It's better for your hands, man. That's it. It's better for your hands. The vibration. There's no vibration. There's nothing. It's like a lighter tool. It's very efficient. I'm just saying it's a better tool.
Yeah, and the thing is like this: when you if you're not a tattooer yet, but you're getting into the business, you're gonna if you don't adjust it, if you don't use the right tools and stuff like that, you're gonna break your neck and your back, and everything's gonna be destroyed. Yeah. So you have to think about it, and because we didn't. No. I didn't, and I'm fucked. I'm fucked in the neck and everything, and he's fucked in the back. And you too, but we've been working many years. So, but now when we see all the new stuff that we can, so it can make us be able to work many more years.
That's the advantage of it.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, me too.
so
the dream, dying like finished.
Yeah,
that's the way I want to go.
Yeah,
that's cool. I feel like about just saying when
it has to be finished.
You just let me put some.
Yeah,
that would be the best
dream
ever.
Yeah, but let's not forget that even though the tools that we have now, and they're really advanced, they're really good for your health, and it makes the whole thing easier, the iPad and everything. I think what I've seen like a lot of people is that. They buy the pens, and they just think that it's like it's easier. I mean, when you start in the tattoo, when you start tattooing, you still have to learn a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not magic.
Because I've seen, and I know I've seen people that I know, ex-clients or people like. Yeah, that I know that they just bought the machine because it's so available now. It's so easy to buy one. And they just start tattooing, and they're like, and then you see the tattoo when it's healed, and it's like that doesn't look good.
No.
So it's like even though now the world makes the start in the beginning of the career a lot easier than before, you still have to go through some education when it comes to to make a good tattoo, a decent tattoo, and
And that's the same with the iPad. You know, like everybody who's not using the iPad is saying, "Oh, it's an easy way. You're skipping stuff," and the thing is like it makes the drawing for you. No, you still have to know how to draw.
Yeah.
It's
and you still have to know how to tattoo, man, because there's a lot of tattooers that they don't know how to draw. I know a lot of them. They do not know how to draw. And okay, you know, the iPad makes their life a lot easier. You know, we've been drawing always, but you know, it makes the whole thing easier. Like the day by day, the daily routine makes it easier because it just makes it easier. You know, it's faster. You can make the compositions. You can change the sizes of the motives inside your design and the composition. Yeah. It's a lot easier to do everything, you know. But you still have to have the drawing skills. If you don't know how to draw, it doesn't matter. It's just like an easier tool, but you still have to know how to draw. You have to be creative, you know. Because there's like I still like seeing, even though we have like all these new tools that make everything easier. I still see like amazing tattoos nowadays, and it's like, okay, this is creative. And, you know, and I know that they did it with the iPad, whatever, but still fucking good.
Yeah, but it's still good, and they do a good job at it. You know?
Yeah, and the tattoo looks good.
Yeah,
but that's when they do the real tattoos and they look good. Now that we're going from that same subject, let's go to the subject how people use the new tools to make things look way more fantasy than what they are.
The other day.
You know, let's bring it up. You know, they start making these. They use the iPad. What's that called? To make it look more the airbrush stuff.
Yeah, they do it. It looks like airbrushed.
It looks retarded, but people use that shit. You know, and the people believe that. That's even worse. I mean, that makes even. I mean, sorry, public. I'm not supposed to be saying that, but that makes even more retarded if you believe in that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's true. It's crazy. It's crazy because
the thing is like this. It's fucking not fair to the clients too.
It's not fair to the artist or the client.
It's a scam.
The pressure puts on the artist and the pressure puts on the client as well.
Yeah. You know, like sometimes you see people coming in with the reference. You know, like I want to have a tattoo like this, and you see like, oh, fuck this is not gonna happen.
Fake.
This is fucking. Like,
it's just fake. It's just like made of with I don't know, with the iPad or Photoshop or whatever. But it's just airbrushed. That's not real. Yeah, it's not a real tattoo. And even if the guy did that tattoo because it took like 45 hours to make a piece this big with all the layers of ink and everything and all the soft colors or whatever, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna look like that in 3 months. It's not gonna look like that. It's gonna look like crap. Like, you know, and it's just like it's not real. I mean, sometimes people forget that the canvas that we're using, the skin, you know, it's just it's skin, you know, and it's alive and it moves, and you have to be careful with that and have that in mind when you do a tattoo. It might look good for the picture, but it's not gonna last.
But there is people that do, I mean, work that's fucking super excellent, super clean, looks nice. But you guys, you guys, they just add too many things to make it look too much for the picture, and to make it look really like to catch the client's eye, and it looks all like, you know, like that. But we all know that that's not the way it looks.
No.
And anybody that's a tattooer knows that, or tattoo artist, tattooer, tattooist, however the fuck you call yourself, you know. And as far as it goes, it's like we know that what's gonna last and what's not gonna last.
Yeah.
We're not down talking the realistic guys. There's a lot of guys that do amazing work.
Yeah. Amazing.
I mean, you know, there's some guys that, I mean, they've taken tattoos to a whole different level.
Yeah.
But what they're doing with this stuff is just like cheating. It's like actually it's a scam.
It's a scam. It's a scam. The thing is, like, I saw a guy when I was like doing jury in Uddevalla, you know, the convention there. I saw a guy. And he competed with his work, and that was the most soft work I've seen in my life, and I've seen a lot. Been around for quite some years, you know. And this guy, and he works in a different way, you know. He doesn't have all the details and stuff like that, but he works smooth, you know. And I asked him, like, is this a new piece, you know? Like, I don't know, but it was 5 years old, you know. So and then I told him to come to Meltdown, and he competed, and he won the best of Meltdown last year, I think it was. No, this year.
Last year was the Maddie from.
No, it was this year, Denmark. Yeah. And this is about the smoothest I've seen it, because I saw when I looked at it in Instagram, I thought it was retouch fake. But when I saw it in live, it was
No, but
amazing.
But was it like the ones that they show all the time, like that smooth like that, or?
It was.
I mean, yeah, I remember.
It was. This guy Pontus.
You saw it.
I know Pontus. Yeah,
Pontus
he's
Brock.
actually really good. Yeah, he's a good artist, man.
And the thing is, but he doesn't put all the fucking details in. You know, like he have like big areas with just smooth shading. You know, and
I mean, you can use like a little tools or filters to enhance, like to make the tattoo a little bit better. Maybe like the contrast, you can work on that a little bit. You know, I know tattooers that they're amazing tattooers and they still use filters, whatever. It's like, but I've seen their work and it's like, I mean, it's not that far away from the reality thing, you know.
It's when they take it.
But this last things I've seen, it's just like it's pure. It's just like airbrush.
Yeah.
Like an airbrush. iPad, Procreate
they put
kind
like
of thing on top of the tattoo.
Yeah, they put an airbrush like layer on top.
Maybe
but that's what I'm saying. That's I don't know, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, like the sad thing is that they are you know, it's a scam, and they're tricking people into believe that.
And then
they get the Dick Award. Bing for doing shit like that. You get the Dick Award. Bing.
And they make it more difficult for their colleagues. They make it more difficult for us. Because when clients come in, when their work, and you need to fucking spend 20 minutes explaining to them that this doesn't work, you know, and this is never going to be like that and stuff like that, you know. So they really not just scamming the clients, they are doing it more difficult for us.
Yeah, and then that's what that's it. Well, that's because maybe you can't do it. That's the reason why. That's the answers they will come with, you know. That's the reason why. But the thing is, like, we all, you know. Guys, you're full of shit. We all know that. You know, you're doing these things, and you're making it look bad for not only us, but the business, the whole trade in general. Because you're killing it. I mean, I got you. You want to get the customer. I mean, the whole job that we have is to put get the client to the chair.
Yeah.
You know, say that's our job. But and you want to do your work, or you want to do this, or you want, whatever. However you tattoo, you do Flash or Jordan or Pinterested, whatever it is, because that's what it is these days. I mean, there's nothing that's really that original. Everybody has bit from everybody else.
Yeah.
And we just work. This is a borrow business. We borrow from everybody, and we create something that's similar to what we want it to be. But at the end of the day, it's what the customer wants.
Yeah.
And we're doing that kind of crap. It's impossible. And then
Yeah, and it's like, even if they believe that. Even if you learn the technique, because it's all technique. We know how to tattoo, and it's like, okay, we just, take a little time, learn the technique and how to do it, and blah blah blah. You can do something like that, but not even they can do it.
No.
It's just that it's not. I don't know how they do it. When for example, if I fake a picture and I put it on my Instagram, and then a guy comes to the shop and it's like, hey, I want to get it to do by Rana. I want to get it to do like this, and then I do the tattoo, and then like a week, and it's like, dude, it doesn't look like the picture.
No.
So it's like, what do you say? What is that? What do they say to the client when they come a month later, and it's like, dude, it doesn't even look like you took a picture of my tattoo, you fixed it, you put it up on Instagram, and I look at my tattoo, and it doesn't look like the one you put it in Instagram. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what's that? Well, how you explain that? It's fucking.
I don't know because the thing is, like, it would be fucking embarrassing if someone came in and
of course.
But the thing is, like, you guys know this. They don't say nothing. They'll go back and get another tattoo from the guy.
That's crazy.
And then the guy will have to pay to get that repaired as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if it was something that the client did that made the tattoo, fade away.
Of course.
Or something like that, then of course. But this is 2 months after the tattoo, 3 months after the tattoo is done. Then the person comes back. We all know tattoo artists that do this. They say that, oh yeah, that's just the first layer. I said, the first layer. You're charging this guy 2,000 kronas a fucking hour or for a first layer of, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I mean, I understand this, and don't hate the player, hate the game, or whatever it is, but not when it's affecting the business to the point that you're discouraging people from, like, they feel like they're getting scammed. That's it. That's the bottom line. And then they're getting scammed.
Yeah, and they get like these people, like in the end they come back to, if they want to get a new tattoo after they get over the trauma of being fucking scammed, and they finally go to the tattoo shop, and you know, like they learn that, in like one of us tells them like, no, that's not gonna work. You gotta do it, like you gotta understand that tattooing is the technique and the tools we use and everything. It has a limit. There's a point where you cannot push it any further. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, and they get to learn, and but then they're like, fuck, man. I mean, I paid for this 25,000 crowns, or like, I don't know, $2,000 for a tattoo that it doesn't look like the picture. But I still don't get it. It's like, it's so obvious that it's a scam. It's so obvious that it's fake. I mean, that's how I don't know how you.
But listen, the thing is like this. I was like, years ago, I was like starting to get pissed off at the client because they came with reference that looked like shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Can't they see what's good and bad, you know? Mm-hmm. But they can't, because they don't have the trained eye, you know? So we can't blame like the clients that they are the ones that have to do the research, because this is scammers. This is people that fucking don't do. It's like when you go to a tourist vacation to Spain somewhere, mm-hmm. and you go to like a really, really tourist place, and you go like in a galleria or whatever, and they have a tattoo shop there. Mm-hmm. Usually it's not the tattooers' tattoos that is in the window. No, because they put something, they take something from the magazine and stuff like that, and I can do this, but it's not them.
It's like when you go. That's the same. Yeah, it was like when you go to McDonald's and you look at the picture of the burger.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like that. And then you look at the one you get. It's like, that doesn't. Yeah,
it looks like that one, but like they do it on the floor, and here you go. Yeah, here you go, and it's like, what the hell? Like,
you know, it's ridiculous, and it's silly that they do that, man. It's just like they doing something bad for the trade. They doing bad for the rest of the tattooers and for the client. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just like people don't believe this crap. It's just like when you see that it's too good to be true, it's because it's not. It's not fucking real. But I mean, tattoos is.
But it doesn't take away that there is like a lot of like. Oof. Listen, there's like I mean, could we mention some names? Is that okay?
Of course.
I mean, you got Julia.
She's
amazing. God. That girl. You know what I'm saying? You have true. You have what's the little one? Louise. You know, she's amazing. You have like Richard. You have Nikki. You have Ellen. You have. Even Heidi, Linda,
Sana,
you know what I'm saying? All these, and there's a lot. This is the ones that we just know because we see them mostly every time. And these people, they're super good at what they do.
But you can see on those people too. They don't. If you see their picture, okay, maybe they do some filter or whatever, but. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it looks exactly when you see the pieces, it looks the same. You know, like
it's not gonna be any like a big different. You know, like photos always make the tattoo a little bit better. But the thing is, like those people we mentioned, if you see the tattoo in real or on the photo, it's the same.
Yeah,
it's the same.
The same way when it heals.
Yeah, and that's the difference between those fucking airbrush scammers and
we give it. You know, I think we're giving those people too.
Next time we're gonna bring a list to.
Yeah, we're gonna bring a list
of names.
No, but I think we're giving these guys
the police, the tattoo police.
Yeah, that's what we don't want to be. Like people think we're not being the police, but we're putting something that's the truth out there. That way, people are aware, and I think it's our responsibility in a way. And people probably say it's not our responsibility, but it is. You gotta educate the public in a proper way about things are supposed to be. It's our profession. Yeah, being professional.
It is.
Yeah, it's taking care of our profession too, because you see that there's people that is doing something bad for it. You know, they're hurting our job and our life. You know, and just like it's just silly. You know, silly and just don't believe that thing. That's it.
So the last word of that is don't believe that thing.
Don't believe. When you see that it's when all this airbrushed, super perfect, super like texturized, insanely detailed.
I'm sure that Robin is going to be doing the editing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to probably put a picture of something that's going to look like what we're talking about, because we'll send him a picture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. And you guys can see what we're talking about. But I think that's up to you guys. If you want to keep on talking about this, we could go to the next subject, because we give it enough time for.
No, we just gave it
rats, these scumbags.
But also, like, I mean, I guess again,
no cursing though.
I guess the point is here is that it's probably not being a police and saying like these guys are doing something wrong, but rather taking care of the clients.
Be responsible,
and taking care of the people that's getting scammed. It's like that's what I mean. I don't care what people do. It's like you can do whatever you want with your job, but you're
hurting all of us.
Yeah, and the same. We have
and
the
clients.
and the client, if they go back to that, if they like going back, getting a new tattoo, and they always see like, oh fuck, it doesn't look. It's the client's responsibility too.
I know what you're saying. It's the client should be aware of what's what's going on.
If you go and it doesn't look the way it looked in the picture, don't go back.
Yeah.
Come to us. Come to me going. We're the best in the world.
No, that was not the reason.
That was not the reason whatsoever. Like that.
Yeah, but I see. There's a, Then again, going back to the old timer, new timer, whatever, even though sometimes we're grumpy and stupid, it's just like, I'm glad that somehow, when I see tattoos that are amazing and they're made by these new kids that are like, they have the iPad and the pens and everything, and I know some of them, like, and I've seen them work. I got tattooed by some of them, and they're putting. There's some people doing amazing
work.
I mean, great, crazy stuff, and like the tattooing, and they do a tattoo that is amazing. And it's still tattooing, that it's gonna look like that forever. This guy is gonna age super good. It's like, this is so done, amazing.
But you said this a couple of days ago. We were talking, or maybe a week or something like that. That the thing is, like, they're coming up with that technique where they have those machines and everything. We have to change, and we have to change. And this is the thing with a lot of the old timers, even older than us, that they're like, oh, these new kids with these dildos and all this stuff like that. But the truth is, like, they just don't want to learn nothing new.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing is, like, you gotta have a change, and you gotta change a little bit of technique of things. You gotta do things a little bit different.
Slow down.
That's that's the main thing.
Talking about
We're talking about that.
Slow
We have
down.
to slow down, because the thing is, like, you're used to it, like, zipping it through, and with this machine, you have to be a little more relaxed about it, and you get a really nice result. Really beautiful.
That was
result,
the hardest thing for me, to slow down.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
But, gotta slow down.
Better slow down. No. It's the hardest thing.
But yeah, it's like that's because we have the chip of that go fast, do it faster, just like get it done, so for the next client to come, and
it's not like that no more.
No,
it's not like that. Nobody has it. We're not saying anything that nobody knows. Everybody knows that. It's not like you don't have. The only time that I've ever seen like lines in any shop is like when I've come here and seen the flash day thingy. Then there's a line that goes from here to the freaking train station.
Yeah. There's hardly any tattoo shops with walk-ins anymore. No. It's like everything is. I mean, since like, especially since it's social media, everything, people don't even go to the shop anymore. They write you, and they book a time or whatever, so they know when to come. Yeah. So there's no point in hurry up. If you only have one tattoo a day or two, that's it. Take it easy.
Take your time.
Make the best out of it. And it's like, I have to, like, I'm when I'm tattooing, I always have to remind myself, I have to slow down. You have time. You don't have any other tattoo after this. And it's it's like learning or teaching an old dog new tricks, something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's the same.
No more this. That's this.
We know how to tattoo. We know how to tattoo. We know exactly how to tattoo when a tattoo looks good.
Damn, we're old. That's how you get thinking.
We're not that old.
Nah, come on, we're not that old.
We're not that old.
I remember
we tattoo like that.
Or like this, or like squinting.
You look at the phone like, what? You're like drawing with the iPad. Like
you got the phone with the big letters.
I do too. The biggest one. Like they can
like
see it. They can see it from the fucking map.
You can see it from the space station. He's like,
oh my god.
Oh man.
You need an iPad for a phone. You gotta start using your iPad for it. Bring your iPad hanging here. And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, when you were younger, you needed the smaller and smaller phone.
Exactly.
Now it's bigger and bigger.
Oh man,
shit.
But it's like it all comes down to. I mean, I don't know what we're talking about.
we're talking about. I think we were talking about like before the phones. We were talking about what the hell are we talking about? See, this is what happens when you get older too. Nobody remembers what the hell we were talking about.
I didn't take the pill today, so like all these allergies I got.
Jesus
like
Christ.
made me
I believe we were talking about like the change of the techniques and things like that, and
no, to go with the changes, like go with the future to it, like to don't get stuck in the old thing, and
or at least try not to, cause I know that it's like there's some guys out there that are like
scared.
They're scared to the core, and it's like
scared,
dude. It's just like, I mean, I don't know. Just
and
try
that's not wrong.
At least try it.
Of course.
Because I mean, I bought a pen and I didn't use it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck it. I'm going to keep like using the older machines. So
everybody did the same thing.
Until I started using it, it's like, okay. And slowly getting into it. Now I love the thing. That doesn't mean that I don't love a coil. And I think it will be, I think we talked about it with you before. And like, I guess with you too. To make like, for example, like a flash day, a coil flash day. Yeah. So that will be fun, and that way you still kind of like celebrate, the old school, and appreciate it, and like
appreciation to the
and I think it's fun and get it like like it used to be. Not long ago, not 10 years ago only, but I think for the old timers out there, it's just give it a shot, man.
Yeah,
just give it a shot.
I really think that it's not a thing that it's a very bad thing, I guess, for people to say or a guy to say that the word scared. Mm-hmm. It's not scared, but they feel something that they don't understand. They fear it. They don't. Not that they fear it either, like a fear like ooh, but they don't feel comfortable because they've already been so many years working.
We sound like because the three of us went through the same fucking thing.
Same shit. So that's why out of experience. We're saying
it's like a holic, like AAA. Like my name is Rana. I used to be all time.
I used to be about coils. Now I'm all about But but that's the thing, that they have to overcome that fear, because the one thing that we always, especially the guys that came up in the late 80s and 90s to now, we always came up with this whole thing that we got it's a forever changing business. It's supposed to forever innovating business. It's always changing, and we have to get used to. This is what we told the old guys.
Exactly.
And this is what we preached. So now we're eating our own words, and we're doing the same thing that they did. Saying they went, we're not going to do this because, we're not going to do that. And, of course, listen, I'm a gatekeeper. Saying I don't like to give information out about tattooing and stuff like that. But the one thing that you want to do is try new things and keep on innovating your art and your work and keep on going. And you're not going to sit down there, you're not gonna make a living by sitting down saying, I'm not going to use that machine because only, these prick little kids use it, or I'm not going to use this because this, and that's just excuses, and it's excuses, and everybody knows it as well.
Yeah,
we know it. We ourselves. We did, and in the bottom of my mind is like, it's not that we don't want it. It's like you feel like you're betraying something in the trade.
Yeah,
that's the first thought that goes through your mind. The second thing is that you're feeling is like, is it going to be worth this? Is this worth the whole using this machine? Is there going to be a big difference? It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Like, there's going to be 1,000 excuses. And the truth is, like, just try it, and you see that it's not a big difference,
And it's kind of fun
just
too,
lighter,
like we know how to use coil machines. We know how to use the Dan Kubin and all this kind of machines, and to use it all the time, every day, doing the same. It's kind of fun to change, to try new things, It was like, because when I hold the fucking pen the first time, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck,
it feels really light.
It was weird. It was like, it was no balance, no nothing.
It's really weird. It's like, oh man,
and no sound, no nothing.
No give.
Exactly. No. It was just weird. They changed it. They took away. They took away. It took away a lot of the things. The things
stuff,
we use, the little information we use to measure the power of the machine, how deep you're going into the skin,
the sound of the machine,
and like the sound of the machine.
Yeah.
I mean, all these things I use like okay, it's like it sounds weird.
Yeah.
So then you probably didn't. You only just like you run the machine and you heard the machine and said like okay, this is not running good. So you have to
that was
all this disappeared.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, the only thing, I mean, you just like you don't have the sound, you don't have the vibration, you didn't have the you can't see the stroke, you can't see nothing. You just like okay, just go and try it.
Yeah.
And probably that was what the thing that it made me feel uncomfortable because I kind of got lost because I lost all this. Parameters, like I don't know how to say it, but it's like this things like these little signs that
I know exactly. I know
told me.
I know exactly. See your
that
face
told
is
me,
the same.
you know, that told me was okay. It's going good.
Yeah.
It's going bad.
Yeah.
It's like oh, this is just, all of a sudden it's like I don't feel nothing. I don't hear nothing. I just like
something wrong, you know. Like
so, what's
but
wrong?
it's not.
No, but that was like I always knew how the machine was supposed to sound, you know. And you hear, like Rana said, like you hear on the machine that this runs good, this runs bad, you know, like you have to adjust it a little bit. But this was like holy shit, like. Oh.
I remember that when it used to, back in the days, like, oh, hey, I bought the machines. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
And you run it,
Yeah.
you clip it, you put it on you run it with the power supply,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, you touch the A bar, and you
see everything,
you
just
stop
play
it, and
with
blah
it
blah
and
blah.
that stuff.
And now it's like I remember when I wanted to buy the machine, the pen, and the guy came with a piece of fake skin, and it's like, yeah, here, try it, and he just gave me a thing. That it wasn't moving, I couldn't see anything. It's just like a thing that, and then yeah, you can try it. I was like, yeah, whatever.
My girl might like this.
all this.
I was like all this little
No, but
things
all
that
this
you had.
preparing, like when you buy a machine, when you're gonna buy a machine, you went up to the fucking like the supplier in the convention and stuff like that. You run the machine, you go like, feel everything, you know. All that is.
But
gone.
that still hasn't
Yeah.
changed with the supplier. No matter what you do, it's the dildo machines you buy, or excuse me, the pen machines you buy, or is it the what do you call it, the like the Dan Cubans, the what do you call it, the
Yeah.
Rotary.
hybrid, or it's that the supplier is always gonna bullshit you anyhow. See, I gotta think about suppliers. I'm always going to say like suppliers, you're full of shit, most of you guys. You know that, right? You sell, you're just out there to sell.
Especially you, Fede. Especially you.
Fede, you little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But as it goes, like, nah, but that's all a joke. We love you guys and thank you for, but I support suppliers that and I think everybody knows that. And I say it, and if they were a tattooer and they have a supply company, I'm supporting that guy because
true.
he's been in the business and he's all about tattooing.
Exactly.
Even if he's making some money out of it, he has the rights to do it because he sat down in that chair, put ink, and he did it for years. You know what I'm saying? And that's I respect those guys, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect them too. Like, the way, what was I about to say? I forget about it. Fuck it. Yeah. Oh yeah. That we need them, bro.
We need them.
Yeah,
we need them.
of course.
We need the suppliers.
Yeah, we need suppliers, man.
The more
No, but
suppliers
the thing,
we have,
the thing is
better.
that if we go back to the pen machine, something is missing. You know, like when I was in the convention, like a couple of months ago, I went to the convention. No, a month ago it was.
Yeah.
I'm always like that when I go to the convention. I always buy machines.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, of course, everybody does that.
I love machines.
But it's weird now.
But now it's really weird.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't walk around for hours just to look
But you don't know what to look at.
You listen, you do all this, and then you go back and you buy one, and then you go back and you feel some, like
14,000 kroners for one these days. When you could buy for 14,000 kroners, you could buy 2 machines, power unit, inks, tubes. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference as well. You was fully supplied. Now one machine could cost you 14,000 kroners, $1,200 or.
Yeah, but the one well, I didn't spend that money.
No,
the one I bought.
Hey, I got you
guys.
And it
remember
kicks
that.
ass.
Remember,
We're
now,
not gonna give up the
this,
name of the
this
machine.
is not a sponsored.
No, we're not gonna give out the name of the
We didn't
machine.
mention no names.
No, we didn't mention no names, but the machine. This is like only $200. It kicks ass,
It
bro.
kicks ass. You know what I'm
It
saying?
kicks ass.
But as far as it goes, it's like, things have gotten, way more expensive. I mean, you still go buy a coil machine from any of these suppliers, and it's still going to cost you about the same that it cost you 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe a 500 more, a couple of hundred corners more. But as far as it goes, it didn't go from fucking 3,000 corners to 14,000 corners.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
11,000 corners more for a machine that most of the time the motor will die out. And, you know, some people have had, I know a lot of people, you know, that's what I say, like, there's a good tool. It's a good tool. But make sure you buy the proper tool and don't overspend on something.
Yeah.
That you could do with something that's going to be a little, you know, just
Don't believe that the most expensive one is the
not in
best
this
one.
case. Not in this
Not
case.
in
Not in
this
this case. No.
A lot of other cases though, but
A lot of other cases, yeah, you know, like, you know.
Yeah. But the thing that's something I think we should talk about too. That's what's happening now. Like everything is getting more expensive too.
Yeah.
Like you said, like the machine, 14,000 crowns, and everything, all the plastic, everything is getting more expensive. But we can't raise the price.
Nope. Because then we're like, oh, that's expensive.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then you have the tattoo artist that's going to be, or the artist is going to be like, oh, that doesn't happen to me. Yeah, I guess it doesn't happen to you. Who gives a fucking good for you? You know what I'm saying? But it happens for the most of the people in the business. It happens.
99%
of the other people, that's the way it
like
happens.
that,
And when it doesn't happen, that's probably looking at this and like, oh, I don't have that problem. Well, good for fucking you. You know?
No, yeah, true.
Stick
true.
your finger up your ass
the
and
other day,
taste it
yeah,
and play Switch with it.
It's crazy, but I don't know, man. I also think that it's I believe, for example, in giving better deals to clients that got tattooed a lot by me and blah blah, and like I believe that the tattoo should have the price that I don't know. You consider your own. You see your own tattoo, and you see the amount of clients you have. You see how popular you are, and I'm like, it's okay. Some guys, they charge a lot of money, and you know, you charge whatever you can, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it is true that everything's getting more expensive.
It is.
And sometimes and then you have the other guys that they charge like super cheap, you know.
No,
so how do it's like,
how do they survive?
But you see, this is the thing, you know. I mean, like, I'm not gonna put that out there, but we know that there's always, like, you know, the people that do like a bunch of little thingies, and you know that makes you, depending where you at. Not in your shop, you're not gonna do that. But it depends on the situation. They do small ones. They run, and you know, they do a lot of them. Then they make pocket. They make change. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in a shop, that's not going to be able to survive on something like that. But they do it anyhow, and they think that's underballing everybody else, and that's what has the shops that close down. Then they close down for that reason or this reason, or they're not making enough money. They're not making enough bread to, you know.
Yeah, and that's like
I don't think that,
I don't know.
that to price yourself in is a good idea. You know,
No.
It's not. First of all, it's not gonna last, and the second of all is gonna piss everyone else off, because people
be cheap,
you know. So it's not a good idea.
But
You know,
think about it, they don't care. I mean,
I
nobody really cares. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but
There's not that respect like that
then again, when you start talking about these things, it always, in my mind, it always comes up like the fact that we need you know, like a union.
Yeah.
And because if we have a well organized union, then we could regulate ourselves that thing, you know.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like we're you know, we're open to be, you know, like scam, or like be how to say, like the supplier come and just they come up with the price they want.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, this is expensive now because everything is more expensive now, and they sell it at whatever price they think they want.
See, but that's not gonna. I mean, I'm sorry. Is it okay to make? I mean, that's, you guys are part of the SRT. That's the,
yeah.
that's
I'm not. You know.
Okay, I'm not. You know, but I don't say that what they're doing is wrong either. But the thing is, like, whatever the SRT does, they cannot tell a supplier how much they could sell the equipment.
No.
for.
I don't mean that. But I mean that. What I was trying to say is, like, if you have a SRT setting up standards for the quality of a tattoo shop and a quality, or like how it should be, you know. At some point, it's like, okay, if you want to have a tattoo shop, you have to have this. You get a tattoo shop, you have to be like this, and this. You have to follow these rules, you know. that itself is going to push the guy to say, okay, if I don't charge more, you know, it's going to be, I'm not going to make it to the end of the month, you know. And I don't know. I'm not saying that, of course, you know, like at some point, it's a free market, and it's like you sell whatever your product, you sell it whatever.
See, but that's the thing. Like, all right, the union thing. I think we hit hits on that the last time we talked. You know, that we gave that enough exposure. That thing, and I understand where you're coming from. And everybody, I guess everybody that's seen this, that's an artist or tattooer, you know, they're gonna know that we need to have some changes because we're just putting out and we're not getting nothing in return from it. If we put in all the money, we got to do this, we got that, taxes, this. You know what I'm saying? All these shits all together, it takes out of us. And of course, the client doesn't see that. They're just trying to get a tattoo. They're gonna go get it the cheapest place they can. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And now there's very few people are going to waste big bucks to get big pieces like the ones we were talking before, like the 1% out of the 99 that's sitting back there. Oh, that doesn't happen to me. You know, those guys, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, you know, that's a whole different story. But you know, besides that, you know, tattooing has a lot of issues these days because there's like a lot of things going on in tattooing since we started to now that changed. And the thing is like the thing you got to keep your head on is like move with the times. You know, if you want to stay alive in this business, move with the times. And if you don't do it, then don't complain. Don't sit down there complaining about everybody and this and the other shit. And because you sound like a fucking, you know, like a twat. Sorry to say it. I'm not supposed to be cursing here, but you know, fucking, I don't know.
No, but that's a good saying. Move with the time. It's like something that.
But don't you think that also a part of
logo for us? Move with the times.
Move with the times.
We can have a design. But what don't you think that that a part of moving with the time is also being better organized and being like and realizing that it used to be a trade with a small amount of people, and now we're a lot of people.
Yeah, big industry type of thing.
Don't you think that at some point someone's gotta say, okay, we have to organize this thing?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
but the thing is, like, you see, when people start organizing things, this was always like this is a lowbrow business. You know what I'm saying? This was always like an underground thingy. So now it became so popular.
It's not anymore.
Yeah, no, it's very popular now, and that's what you have right now because you'll have like half of the people that are coming in right now. Most of them coming right now, they're not going to last in this business more than 5 years. You guys have seen this. They start very good. They and next thing they know, like, I'm not gonna tattoo no more, and I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna tattoo no more. I'm gonna do this. We, the people that have been there since before, this is what we're doing, and this is
there's no other way. No.
See, but these guys, they just come in, they dip their feet, and then they go out. They dip their feet and they go out. Or it's not the way they planned it was gonna be. They didn't become the rock star they thought they were gonna become. Whatever the hell the problem might be. So to regulate the business, remember when we regulate the business, that means that somewhere in there, the government's going to get involved.
But the government's going to get involved. But the problem is that the government's actually getting involved right now.
And but they're going to get involved, and they're going to throw shit that we put for them. They're going to throw it against us as well. See, because the thing is, like, remember when we said before, like, oh, this is not going to happen, or this is not going to happen? Remember, because they were putting tattooing out there. But at the same time now, when all this shit happened with the coronavirus, they were the first people to throw us under the bus. Oh, maybe tattooing should be shut down because who was the media, the magazines, everybody wanted to be part of the cool thing. They were the first ones to throw us under the bus.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but that's what Rana says to you. Like, if we had a big union, when they started to try to throw us under the bus, we had something to fight, and we could, like, in the union, if we have like we said before, we like 200-300 members. We have nothing to say, nothing to.
You need capital and you need members.
You need members.
We
need
numbers and
members.
If we're 4,000 members, it's another story. We can like have a conversation with them, meeting with them, and they can listen to us in a different way, And I think that's a good thing, because every time now, like when the pandemic came, they started to talk about, like, it was like a dangerous environment in the shops and stuff like that, and maybe we should shut this down and stuff like that. If we had a union with 4,000 members, they would go like immediately, no, because we have this proof, blah, 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 blah. So they couldn't do anything.
But that's Yeah and no, because the thing is that's the government, and they're gonna say like, okay, but do you have anybody that's backing that up? That's medically whatever, and this and the other thing, and and no matter who, you just 4,000 members, and then you have another four, and the thing is like you're the EU. You do a part from here, but you have something that has to really represent. And I keep on saying this to you guys because that's the way it happened in the States. You have to have somebody that's going to represent you guys in the parliament over there.
Yeah, and that's the only way, the only chance to do that is that we have a lot of members that pay a lot of member fee. Yeah. You know, because then we have money, and then we can hire someone, and then we can do.
Well, it's not hiring; it's contributing money to their, you know.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I'm not saying that
it's a good thing
that we have to have a union that regulates everything, but I'm just like at least when what happened with the colors and all that, you know, and then like if we were in all of Europe, because it's like EU thing, and that's the one thing that we have against us, because it's not that if we organize ourselves, it's okay, we're Sweden, and then like okay, it doesn't matter what the EU says, Sweden still like we have our own deal with our own government. There's not a problem, but now we are like, you know, like we're under the EU rules, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how well organized Sweden is. If it's some asshole in Belgium says that we have to do it, we have to do it anyway, because the rest of Europe is not organized.
It's not organized.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like at some point, all of the countries have to. And I know that it sounds a little like utopic and
no, but it's like reality.
But it is like at some point it's like we're gonna have to all the countries organized in each country in their own way, and they get together and then become stronger in numbers, you know, and unite and you know, and then like next time European Union comes with some stupid things like the colors, you know, that after hundreds of years working with the same colors, with no problem whatsoever, then all of a sudden all the colors are like you're gonna get cancer if you get that. That's stupid.
We hit this subject also in the last.
Yeah.
But the thing is like we
I hear you though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it. I don't know. I think we can talk for hours, but we have to wrap it up now.
Already?
Yeah.
Why can't we didn't even get to talk about the convention? We were supposed to talk about how the meltdown went. Amazing convention. Let's do a quick wrap about the convention.
Or like just talk about let's make Robin edit it. It's like Robin's job.
Yeah, Robin, do something.
Make it shorter.
You know, make it, you know.
Use your brain.
Yeah,
the meltdown convention. The meltdown convention was
meltdown convention. You guys didn't go. You missed a good show. Just to let you know, it was amazingly good. So
I don't know who organized it, but it was
really good, man. Whoever organized it knows what he's doing. Not like the people I know around here. So as far as it goes, you know, like then you have then we had the other one, the Rembrandt. That was a pretty good show as well. They did a good job with that.
And now you're going to bed again.
Yeah, but I don't know how it is yet until we get up there. When we come back, we find out it was good or not, and I'll let you know. I'll be like, it was good. It was shit. You know,
we can make a whole episode talking about
conventions, man.
Yeah, we should, because the thing is like we need to
unite those things. That's your idea. That's the thing that you say all the time.
Like, we need to be
Mario's idea. It's true.
No, but we need to work together. Look, to keep the fucking the professional conventions and the atmosphere and everything, you know, and atmosphere, you know,
the ass that you must fear.
yeah. So
let's wrap it up.
We have to wrap it up.
No booby thing, nothing like that. What's up? I thought we were gonna get live over here now. What happened?
No, but the thing is, like, I think we could do it. I think we have to do like.
Remember the conventions with the stripper shows and.
Yeah.
See, that might get us canceled.
No. But I'm not saying that. I don't mean it. I always found that fucking ridiculous. Yeah. It's like what does that has anything to do with tattoo?
I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, could I explain that real quick? Remember who kept tattooing alive, and the shows who kept all that stuff like was bikers.
Yeah, true.
So that's all they wanted, the strippers, the biker life thingy.
Yeah,
And they kept
true
it alive
that,
all those years, and that's why that still goes there. Who runs most of these shows? Still the same people. And they're learning. They're doing, as time passes, they're doing their things. Everybody's learning. But the thing is, like, the one thing that Mardo said about the show, that's before he wraps it up, is that if they work together, different things, they get to have ideas from each other, and they could make a better, more family-oriented thingy, you know, so that people could go and, you know,
because it's not interested anymore, you know, like
same shit all the
when I said it, I think I said it in some of the episodes, like when I started to go to conventions, like as a visitor, it was like notes like this small in the magazine, and it was lines. It was like people was crazy for the convention, but it's not like that anymore.
No, of course not.
So we have even there move with the time.
Yeah,
we have to do something, and we have to.
You got younger crowd.
We have the younger crowd. We have to have different music.
Music for the young crowd, entertainment for the younger crowd.
Families,
and kids. You know, like kids. People don't want to leave the kids at home to go to a convention. You know, that's stupid. All right, but we can have an episode about conventions. Yeah, we can make that too. But we have to wrap.
Not about strippers.
No.
Oh man, but he mentioned the strippers. What you mentioned the strippers for, man? It's like you know.
I don't know. It just came out of my mind.
Just don't get us canceled.
You said strippers. I was expecting to hear about strippers, man.
I'm just saying that.
You know you want to hear about strippers.
It was fun.
He's like, no, not me. I wouldn't do that.
All right, guys. We have to wrap this up. It was nice talking to you again. It wasn't that much about life this time, but we talked about different topics and shit like that.
Boring.
And
me,
follow us. You can say something about how they can follow us.
You guys can follow us. We have the YouTube channel, Amigo Podcast, and we have there you go, Amigo Podcast, and then there's the Instagram. Amiga Podcast. You just go there, follow.
Should I do this to Konyan style way
Spotify
like this, like
what you do? There you go.
Yeah.
Amigo. Just remember the word amigo that means friend.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to know. And subscribe and follow and what else?
Because if you follow us, we can.
And remember that we're not trying to. We're not.
They like stalkers. Follow us.
This time we did. All right, guys. Thanks for listening or looking or whatever. Take it easy. Awesome.